Hello again, dear participants. My name is Bahar Çelik. I am the external evaluator of IAA, and also I am the external evaluator of YOKAK since 2015. Today we will discuss on questions which are asking in the field visit. But before the question practices, I would like to give you some inform about the uh, field visit and which kind of questions we have to ask during the field visit. In the first, I would like to say we are not inspection during the field visit. We are only evaluator. That's why we have to choose our questions as an evaluator. Sometimes when we go to the field, if we ask the question like the inspection, then the participants in the opposite the university, they close themselves, and then you cannot take from them anything about their practices, implementations, or we cannot find any evidences during the field visit. That's why we have to be careful according our questions. Uh, During the field visit, before the field visit, we are reading all documents, all reports, we are checking all evidences. But sometimes we cannot see everything about the implementation of the faculty. That's why we have to choose our key questions during the field visit. We will have the very limited time during the field visit. We have only 2 days for check the evidences or for discussing with the participants in the faculty. That's why we cannot ask many questions during the field visit. That's why we have to choose the key questions. These key questions provide everything about that sub criteria to us. In the first, we have to be constructive. We do not be the questioning to not close the participant during the field visit. They should feel comfortable themselves, and they have to give many answer many evidences to us. If they think we are questioning, we are in the questioning situation, so they close themselves. They cannot say anything to us to because they would like to hide their weakness, and so they will not answer anything. That's why we must be constructive during the field visit. And also, we should be evaluators during the field visit, not controllers. If we are not behave like evaluators, they will afraid from us. They will think that we are controllers, and then they again close themselves to us. And also, during the field visit, we are trying to see some findings of universities. Sometimes we are reading reports and we can say, oh, they are so good for the report or for the evidences. And when we go to the field, we can say, no, they are not good at the quality assurance system because they are prepared very good report and they prepared very good evidences, but nobody participates this procedure or process, and nobody aware about their quality assurance system. This is the weakness for the faculty. That's why we have to see really they are good or not at the quality assurance system according like they are in their report. Sometimes we are reading reports and we can say we are saying that they are so weak for the quality assurance system, but when we go to the field and we can see many evidences, many implementation of the faculty, but they do not know which one is the good evidence or which one is provide findings for evaluators. They cannot know sometimes. That's why they don't think to put that evidences in the report. Our duty, our responsibility is finding that evidences of weakness or good implementations during the field visit. That's why we have to choose good questions. And also the person we ask questions to should feel comfortable themselves. you will see when you go to the field visit. When you sit with them and start to discussing about the quality assurance system, um, they feel a little bit afraid, a little bit shame or debate. That's why they don't want to answer or for to your questions, and they don't want to say anything when you ask something because they don't want to be mistake during the field visit. That's why we has to provide the comfortable places or area or air to the participants. Uh, and also, the questions should confirm the evidences in the report. When we check the report and when we see some evidences in the report, it is not enough for us. We have to cross-check. We have to cross-check with stakeholders, with dean, with academic staff, with managers of the faculties. We have to check really that evidence provided in the faculty or is aware with the participants or academic staff or students in the faculty. We have to be sure about that evidence. And also, questions should support the maturity level in the rubric system. Uh, there are fifth maturity level in the rubric system. If we think they are at the third maturity level, we have to ask questions to support that maturity level. If we think they are at the first maturity level, we have to change our question for first maturity level because we have to check again. We have to support that maturity level during the field visit. And also the question should be in a way that can reveal issues not included in the report. Sometimes you can see many evidences in the report, but you are not sure. For example, they are at third maturity level, but you are not sure they can jump to the fourth maturity level or not. So you have to check about the fourth maturity level. You have to be sure really they are at the third maturity level. And also, it should be determined in advance who will ask which questions and why. Today, we will make the practice about this. Before the field visit, we have to prepare our questions. We have to choose who we will ask the questions, and we will document all that questions because, as I said, the field visit will be very limited. That's why we have to prepare about our questions, about our discussion, or about the participants. If we need some more information about different evidences, we have to ask our team leader, and we have to put the different participants to the field visit program. When we prepared our questions, we have to sure about the maturity level. If we think they are at the first maturity level, or if we are cross-checking about the first maturity level, our questions has to define or has to provide really they have a plan or not, because the first maturity level is according to plan of the faculty or of any sub-criteria. If we are cross-checking about the second maturity level, the second maturity level is about the practicing. If we are not sure they have practice implementations or not, so we have to prepare our questions about to learn their implementation about the second maturity level. If we think they are in third maturity level, or we try to learn their third maturity level, our questions has to be check the monitoring system, because in the third maturity level we have to check they are at the monitoring, they have any monitoring mechanisms or not. In the fourth maturity level, we should check they are participated all stakeholders in the process or not. I mean, with the stakeholders, academic staff, administrative staff, students, internationalization stakeholders, or external stakeholders. We have to be sure really they participate in related sub-criteria all stakeholders or not, or their stakeholders really aware about the sub-criteria or not. We have to check this. In the fifth maturity level, it's so important maturity level because if the faculty in any sub-criteria, if they are at the fifth maturity level, it means they are very good in this sub-criteria and their implementation is taking as a example from the other faculties. So we have to check really they are very good or not in this sub-criteria, or really the other stakeholders, other faculties take an example, their implementation or not. We have to check. And then we said they are at the fifth maturity level. Now I would like to show you an example about our questioning. For example, in the education and training sub-criteria, I prepared some questions. Normally, these questions are for you for practice, but I would like to show some examples. For example, if we are not sure they are participate their students in the program designing process, because this process is so important for education and training. So we have to prepare this question. We can prepare this question the question like this: by which mechanism is student participation in program designing process? We have to learn. We can ask this question to dean, to faculty committee, because quality assurance, everybody, every participation or every stakeholders of the university or related stakeholders of the faculty has to be aware about the quality assurance system. That's why the faculty committee is an important committee in faculty. They have to be aware about the quality assurance systems of faculty. That's why we can ask this question dean and the faculty committee to see their awareness. Quality commission, generally this is the responsible of quality commissions to prepare the reports. That's why we are asking to quality commissions. And also we can ask as a cross-check question to students. Really they made their implementation in the faculty like they defined or not. The student question will be cross-check for us. For example, if we are not about the course pool, the election course pool, we can ask this question: how do you create and manage the common course pool? We can ask this question to dean, to faculty committee, to quality commission, and also for cross-check to academic staff. We have to make our questions to be sure about that sub-criteria. That's why we have to prepare the cross-check questions. Really, all of stakeholders are aware or not. For example, in quality assurance system, we are not sure they have internalization policy or not. This is only example. So we can ask them, does your faculty have an internalization policy or not? If they said yes, so we can continue to what is it? We can ask this question to dean, to faculty committee, because all of them have to know their internalization policy. This is important for them. And also quality commission. If you want to cross-check.
Bahar hocam, etkinlik vaktini 5 dakika geçtik.
Okay hocam, I'm finishing. If you want to cross-check about this sub-criteria, you can ask the academic and administrative staff. But if you sure really they have this policy and they know about this policy, so you don't need to cross-check. This was the example. Now we will take you to the rooms, the related rooms. And for the other questions, could you please feel like me, for example, these questions to ask whom? The dean, faculty committee, and or the other groups. And after your choosing, we will discuss on it. Thank you very much. Okay.
Sorry.
I think everybody are here. Welcome again. This implementation, this practice is to learn which kind of questions we have to prepare for each group and to define the groups before the field visit. Because when we go to the field visit, we have to know each groups and we have to know which questions we can ask to which groups for cross-check or for others. Now we can start with the first group. If anybody want to be first, we can start with them to see which questions they defined for which group. Harun Hocam, if you want, you can be first.
It's maybe I'm share
Yeah.
options.
Mhm.
Please, these questions, quality
Mhm.
assurance system.
Yeah.
This is Bahar,
Yeah.
Bahar Çelik. What are the strategic goals or target of your institution?
Mhm.
It discusses my team
Mhm.
and our team according dean, faculty committee, quality commission,
Mhm.
quality commission, academic administrative managers.
Mhm.
It is only.
Okay.
But second question, what
Mhm.
are the key performance indicator?
Mhm.
And our team say to us, dean, faculty committee, quality commission, academic
Mhm.
administrative managers,
Yeah.
and administrative
Administrative staff.
staff.
Hocam, why you choose the administrative staff here? For example, the key performance indicators is defined by the head of faculties, dean or faculty committee or managers.
Mhm.
Here, it is so difficult to know by administrative staff to key performance indicators of faculty. That's why if you when you ask this question to administrative staff, you take nothing from the administrative staff because this is not their results. The academic or administrative staff, administrative managers is okay, but I think this is not related with the administrative staff.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah,
Hocam, can I
And
ask something?
coming
yeah,
to
yeah, please.
Pardon hocam, sorry. What kind of performance key hocam we are talking about?
It depends on faculties.
Okay.
Every faculty define their performance indicators about their policies or strategic goals. It depends. Mhm, mhm.
good.
Yeah.
And coming to 30 question,
Uh-huh,
what are the internal quality assurance mechanism used in
uh-huh,
your institute?
uh-huh,
My team say to us, dean, faculty committee,
mhm,
quality commission,
mhm,
administrative managers, and
mhm.
other stockholders.
Yeah. Hocam, in these questions, you can ask same question to academic and administrative staff, but of course, not same question. A little bit, you can change the question and you can ask to academic staff or administrative staff like this. How do you participate your internal quality assurance in the faculty? You can change this question and you can ask to academic staff or administrative staff for cross-check. Because you know, in the quality assurance system, everybody has to be part of this system. Everybody has to be included. That's why you have to cross-check about this question, process.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Hocam, thank you very much.
thank you.
Let's see the other sub-criteria question because we have
Thank
so
you.
limited time. Uh, in education, who can show us the right question? Or in the other sub-criteria, research and development, social contribution.
Maybe
Who?
social contribution. If you
Yes, yes, please, Hocam.
let me share
Mhm.
we have 3 questions or 4 questions, sorry, about
Yes.
the social contribution, and we agree with our groups that,
Uh-huh.
for example, for the first question, to what extent and how are local, religious, and national development goals reflected in your faculty social contribution policy, strategy, and goals. I
Yeah.
think the dean is responsible to answer this question. Also, the faculty committee to be
Yeah.
engaged also.
Yeah.
Equality commission, academic, administrative or administrative managers can be also engaged to answer this question, and the stakeholders.
Hocam, which kind of stakeholders do you mean?
I mean who are has a link with this institution. For example, Faculty of Sharia has a clear a link with the Ministry of Awqaf, for example,
Yeah.
with Supreme Judge Department. So their opinion highly important to this, to answer this question, or to help us to answer such a question, to develop, to push forward our work and prove it very well. So we choose to engage the stakeholders to answer this question.
Yeah, perfect. In this question, for social contribution, you know, every country or every city has some society's problem for addiction or for health or for awareness of health, for example. First, you have to know their priority and their society's problem, and then you have to be sure really this faculty engage with some stakeholders in the society, and really they are try to improve some things to solve their society's problem. Every faculty has to be care the priority of the region or of the country to support to improve that problems. That's why we ask this question. And in the stakeholders, yes, you are right. If you have a problem, for example, for addiction, you have to choose the stakeholders related with that problem, and then you can make some practices about that to solve or to support to improving that problem.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So the second question is about what are your short and long-term plans regarding the creation and sustainability of the physical, financial, technical resources within the scope of the social contribution. So we choose the dean to be engaged because he is the head of the faculty committee also, to be also involved, equality commission, because they can help us to make the long-term plans, and at the academic, I think this is the directly engage in this question.
Yes, and also for cross-check, we can ask to academic staff, hocam, because you know the academic staff will work on social contributions projects or implementations. That's why we have to be sure really they are providing some facilities to academic staff making their social contributions implementation or not. When we ask to dean, the deans can say, yes, we are providing many things for academic staff to make some project about social contribution. But for cross-check, when we ask to the academic staff, we can see really they provide or not facilities for them. That's
okay,
why
we discussed to be honest, we discussed this point with the groups, and this is about your short and long-term plans. So this is not about the academic process, it's about administrative process and who can be engaged in the short and long term to be to help us to have a plan, a clear plan to creation and or to create a sustainability, physical, financial, technical resources. So it is indirectly maybe engaged, but directly maybe the dean who is the most responsible to have the short and long-term plans and to put it in practice. Also the faculty committee, because this is the focus group. Also the equality commission, focus group. But academic group is not directly engaged to be involved and to be involved also in this. But I'm not sure this is our discussion in our group.
Yes, hocam, they are not responsible of this question. but they are facilitated question or the beneficial question, the groups who is beneficial from this evidences or facilities. That's why we, for example, Dean said, yes, for next year or the other year or the other year, we had some plan. We have some plan to improve our social contributions facilities, but we don't
Okay.
know. They have plan, but we don't know really they provide or not. For control or for to be sure, we have to ask to academic staff.
Okay.
Yeah, of
The
course,
third,
we can change our question for academic staff. For example, we can ask them, what is your facilities for social contribution? For example, which kind of facilities your dean or your faculty provide for you to make some social contributions project? We can change our question for them.
okay. Okay. So the last question, let me just to give the opportunity to other colleagues. How are the academic and administrative units? So this is about the academic and administrative units. So directly be involved with the dean, the faculty committee, the quality commission, academic staff, administrative staff, also academic administrative managers. All these are engaged to be involved and to answer this question directly, because this is about the academic and administrative unit. So they are directly involved in this question and they are responsible to answer this question directly.
Hocam, here administrative staff cannot be related with this question because social contribution implementation is the responsibility of the academic staff. That's why the academic staff can be part of this question, but I'm not sure about the administrative staff.
Okay, because this is the question is about the academic unit. So if academic unit is in a question, they should be asked also, not directly.
You can check, but for the limited time, maybe you can pass this question for administrative staff. You can ask them different questions to take the good information from them. That's why I did.
So I completely agree with you. Who the priority to be given? To who? This is the most important question. Sometimes we can ask all of them, but the priority to be asked who is this group or not.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
So, research and development group. Yeah.
To unmute. Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, really, most of the questions here, for example, if we take, can you provide examples of your core project applications? I think here we have the faculty committee, the quality commission, and the academic administrative. I think these are the people who you can ask for this. Sometimes they are, the dean, you can ask the dean everything.
Yeah. Because
he can direct you everywhere.
Yes, that's right, exactly.
Yeah. I think most of the questions here, what is your organizational structure for managing the research and development process? What's the structure? Here, the most or the nearest people who are regarding this, the structure are the academic administrative manager, the managers, quality commission, also the dean are responsible for these issues.
Yes, perfect.
How is the diversity of research resources provided? I think here also we added the stakeholders because they can provide you with some money, some fresh money for research.
And also academic staff, hocam, maybe because you are providing these resources for academic staff to making the research project. That's why you have to be sure really the faculty are providing the resources about research to academic staff or not. Or if they have a policy or strategic goals about to participation the students to the project, then you can ask this question to the students. Really, they are participating or not, or really the faculty providing some the resources for them or not. You have to be sure. But first, we have to check the policy of faculty, and then we have to define the groups related to this question.
I think you are absolutely right, because you have students who are postgraduate students,
Yes.
PhD, and
Yes,
these people are very important to be asked. Do your institution provide you with some support for or some what you call grants, for example? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And this is very important. What is the evidence for current practices for the distribution of research resources between units? What's the evidence? Usually you ask the quality commission, you ask the academic administrative managers. These are the most important people who you can ask, because they can collect all these things from the faculty.
Hocam, here it is very important to provide the resources between departments in balance. When you go to the field visit, you will see this. Some departments say, yes, Dean is providing many resources for us, but some departments will say to you, we have some resources about research, but Dean will not do not provide for us, because the other department is more important for Dean. That for the checking, really these resources is distributed between departments in balance or not. For the cross check, we can ask to academic staff.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you can check by them.
Yeah.
Because they can tell you exactly whether they are receiving or not.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah. What is your evidence that the findings obtained from the use of internal resources are systematically monitored and taken precautions? Yeah, this I think the academic administrative manager, quality commission also. I don't think the faculty committee is engaged on this too much, but these two are too much. They are more, isn't it? Do you agree with me?
Yeah, Hocam, yes, they are not directly responsible of this question. You can ask to learn for the awareness of faculty committee, but it's not necessary. If you have time, you can ask to them. But if you do not many time to ask more question, you can pass it for faculty.
You mean here the administrative staff?
No, not administrative staff are not related with this question. Yeah. I mean faculty committee. Faculty committee also, they are also not related directly with this question, but to learn their awareness in quality assurance system, the awareness of the faculty committee is so important for us. They have
can you ask the dean, or it's not necessarily?
No, in dean is necessary, but in faculty committee is not necessary. If you have time, you can ask. But if you have
mean this is not necessary?
Yeah, not necessary, but for awareness you can ask.
What is the evidence for the process of creating national and international joint programs and research units in your institution? I think here all these four are important, and I think the staff also. I didn't put the staff.
Yeah, that's right.
It's very important because they are involved in international joint programs.
Yes, exactly.
What are the applications related to defined processes for monitoring and evaluating research performance? Yeah, applications here are by quality assurance, by academic administrative managers. Yeah, these are the responsible for this.
Why you didn't ask this question to Dean, Hocam?
Okay, we can ask him everything.
Yeah.
Last question. What is the evidence that the faculty uses to monitor research and development performance? That the faculty uses to monitor.
Okay.
Also, we can hear, in addition to all of these, we can ask also the staff.
Yeah,
that
for cross-check. Yes, for cross-check. Because, you know, the faculty collect these evidences from every academic staff. They are collect their research. That's why for cross-check we can ask to academic staff.
But who are the most important people here in this issue?
Dean, of course, quality commission and academic administrative managers are prior about
Yeah.
this question. But for cross-check, you can ask to others if you have time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much.
Welcome. Thank you.
So the other subgroups. I think there is no anymore.
It's
Yes.
and it's Asr prayer.
Yeah. So do you have any
Yes.
question to me about this implementation or presentation?
My question is, do you have questions for everything? Did you prepare? Did you prepare
No,
for
we
all
are
the rubrics which
no.
Dr. Mukhtar told about?
Yeah.
58 rubrics.
Yes,
Did you? Because these questions will facilitate the when you go there, and you will find everything is ready. I think if you don't have, if you have, it's excellent. But if you don't have, I think it's a good suggestion for having questions for all the rubrics. Do you have?
We are not preparing questions for each sub-criteria. We are preparing questions to not be sure with some sub-criteria. For example, when we cannot see enough evidences for a sub-criteria, we are writing the question. Or if you want to make the cross-check, so we are preparing the question. For each criteria, you cannot prepare a question because the time is so limited during the field visit. That's why when you prepared your questions, you have to be sure that question can provide many evidences for many sub-criteria.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You are teaching us how to make to be assured to be 100% sure that every criteria has been met. So you can create for yourself some other questions for other rubrics.
Yes, of course, exactly.
This is very good.
Can I add a point, please?
Yes, please.
So it depends on when we study the self-evaluation report, we may find enough evidence that makes us very sure that this criteria is met. We do not have, for example, if we are after a strategic plan and we would like to make sure that the document is there, and they provide us a document. It is there, we can read it. So we don't have to ask them, do you have a strategic plan? But is the strategic plan affecting your performance? If they give us list of conducts that they have already done, and we can see plenty of evidence. So we do not have to raise a question unless we would like to double check. We are not investigating there. We are not inspecting. If we are sure from the self-evaluation report that a criteria is met, we have to spend our valuable time and the time of the faculty, especially we have very short time. So we raise the question that need to be raised.
That's right. Thank you very much, Hocam. So other sub-criteria is about the management system.
Yes.
Yes, please, Hocam.
So with our team, we decided that for the first question, the faculty adopts management models based on strategic objectives or process-based management models, and what are the evidences of this? Mostly, we chose the first three for the almost all questions, Dean, Faculty Committee, and Quality Commission, because it is a human resources, so they are all responsible for this.
Right.
And also academic and administrative managers. Only one we chose for the cross-check here in the fourth.
And which
question.
what kind of process and evaluation practices are there for planning and using the resources? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, perfect.
And we chose academic staff and administrative staff mostly for cross-check related questions, and students for two questions. The third one and the last one, and stakeholders only for two, and the second one and the last one, which are the processes that define the working principles, interactions, and responsibilities of Commission Advisory Board, depending, because stakeholders also can be, aware of that kind of topics. Also, the last one, how are data such as the use of institutions' budget, the achievement of the targets of programs and preferability of the programs, the rate of job. So this for students. For the alumni, we thought we can ask as the external or internal stakeholder. And for the fifth one, what are the evidences of that unit's achievement of its strategic goals is measured and shared with the public? Since it is with the public, we thought that we might ask this to the external stakeholders, if possible.
Yeah. Hocam, generally the priority of these questions are Dean, Faculty Committee, and Quality Commissions, because almost all of questions are related with the university's resources, human resources, physical and technical or financial resources. That's why Dean, Faculty Committee, and Quality Commission are to be aware about these questions. In some questions, yes, you are right. For academic staff and administrative staff, you can make a cross-check. But generally, you cannot find the time for asking all of these questions to all groups for cross-check. That's why we have to choose the key group and to ask if we are sure about the answers of these questions, we can pass the other groups. But generally, the first three groups are related with this sub-criteria. Yeah.
Great. Okay.
You will see during the field visit, some academic or administrative staff or students are not aware about these questions because generally the head of faculties are defined and they implement the policy about this sub-criteria about the management system. In the management system, generally we are asking to academic staff and administrative staff about the award of staff. If they are success in project, in research, in education, or in about their responsibility, really we have to be sure really the faculty award themselves or not.
And we have one or two meetings with academic staff who are fully involved with the learning and teaching.
Yes.
Learning and teaching, we've got 22 sub-criteria. And they are directly related to that. If we are going to waste the time asking about the management and asking about the financial resources, and we will not find enough time to ask them about the learning outcomes, about the teaching, about the training, about the facilities provided for their main role in the faculty.
Yeah, only that's why we can ask them about their workloads, about sources to provide for them, or about the award system is provide for them. We can ask these questions to learn the policy of faculty or head of faculty. Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you.
I have a question about the field visit. When you make the visit, do you designate certain members of the team as you know, you are responsible for the management system questions, you are responsible the research questions. Do you have that kind of designation?
Yeah, in some sub-criteria, yes. For example, for students, generally, we are saying to our students evaluator, you can make the communication with the students or you can ask these questions to the students because, you know, it is more easy to answer for students to answer the question to their partner or to other students. That's why we are giving this question to students, but for the other sub-criteria, of course, we define questions for each members, each evaluators, but during the field visit, if you have a question of if you are not sure of sub-criteria, you can ask your question.
Okay, thank you.
It depends. You cannot arrange everything clearly before the field visit because when you go to the field visit, you can come face to face with different situations. That's why you have to be you have to know very well the report of faculty, the website of faculty, the implementation of faculty, and then you can be adapt the field visit, the changes or difficulties easy during the field visit. Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome. So is there any question about this session?
No, hocam. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you very much for your participating and listen me. I hope this session will be beneficial for you. And I hope we can find a chance to work with you during the field visit. Thank you very much.